Okay, people, as you can see, no more roots. It's not very often you see me with my hair down, but because my niece has just done my hair for me, I thought I'd let you see it in all its glory before the roots start coming through. As you I mean, I'm a weirdo, I know, but I want my hair to go grey. White, preferably. Pale grey, great. Everybody else is fighting it and wanting the hair, to stay dark, but no, not me. So the next best thing I thought of was platinum blonde. So I'm just hoping that the roots don't grow through badly. Oops, got a stray piece of hair. And that I can stay this colour. Got a bit of purple at either side actually. That's where my own natural white hair is. What have I been doing? Well, I've been finishing off the second of the Boleros, and this one's slightly different. If you can see, it's got a little thread there. Never mind, I'll cut that off. Got a little silvery button on that. That's from my friend Sarah. And so I've got two black ones exactly this, well, not exactly the same, they've got different buttons. And while I was rummaging about, looking at what was in a box that I had, I found a practically half knitted jacket that I was making for myself. I told you I was having a great deal of difficulty doing knitting, so I'm thinking that now I've had my painkilling injection and now I'm feeling so much better that it's one for the project pile, the one for the works in progress, instead of the forgotten progress. And that's my pattern, that's what it's supposed to look like. Now it's such a long time since I started it, so don't ask me where I got the pattern from. No idea. But I'm sure you can still find it. It's Twillies of Stamford and it's 9133. So I've just got 2 sleeves to knit, so there is hope. It's only been in there about 3 years. And I also found my missing boots. They were in a plastic bag in the garage. I think what happened was I'd stepped in something obnoxious. Didn't want to deal with it on that day. Put them in a plastic bag and shoved them in the garage, you know, to deal with later. Of course, my memory, being as great as it is, I forgot all about it. That's really all I've got to say, except I've been rummaging, finding dresses, finding all sorts of things, wondering why I'd put them in a bag and then discovering that, well, on this one, I didn't like the way that the middle gathers up, so that's going to be renovated. And then another 2 I bought, they had racer backs, but they were way too long. I did give them to somebody to alter, and they said because the bottom was stretchy, they weren't doing them. I've got a black one and a red one of those. I've got 3 pairs of trousers, no, 2 pairs of trousers that want shortening. As you can see, brand new, label on, never worn. I'm just hoping that they darn well fit me now. Yeah. I was doing well with my eBay sales, and then a lady's got in touch with me and said she was disappointed with one of the things I'd sent her because the bottom of the hem was frayed. Now I must admit I hadn't noticed it because I wouldn't have sold it in that way. So I'm having to give a refund. It's my fault, should have looked at it more carefully. But anyway, so I think that's really about it. Oh, Cloud9 is well on its way to doing its webpage. It's taken a lot of the photographs. I've got to write descriptions for 4 of my things at the moment. Not sure how it works, whether they put 4 of my things on. If they don't sell, they leave them on for so long, then they swap them for another 4. I don't really know the ins and the outs, but as soon as I get the webpage, you know, with the link on it, I'll let you all know. I'm quite excited at the thought that I'm even on a web page, you know, because at the moment I'm not selling at all through anywhere else. I just get my little orders. I'm just looking when I put a pair of cream trousers, never mind. I'm not selling anywhere else except through Facebook at the minute, and that's all gone very, very slow. I've got 1 more black waistcoat to do, but I'm having to do something for myself in between because doing 3 black waistcoats in a row was really a little bit too much for me. So I thought, no, my eyes need a break. What's the update? Little Poppy next door, you know, the little terrier that comes in, she is not well at all, bless her. She's got something called Cushing's disease, and she's going to need drugs all the rest of her life, and they're not sure what the quality of life is. So they're doing more blood tests and things like that, so you know, we don't know really what's going to go on. Whether because she's 14, in fact she's older than Buster, she's about 14 and a half, I think. And, you know, you've got to face a decision, haven't you? One day I'll have to face it with Buster. Not soon, because he's quite fine, he's just asleep over there. In fact, I got a message on YouTube from somebody, I don't know who it was from, and they said, is your dog paralysed? Because the video lasted 9 minutes and he never moved. But as you all know, you regulars, he does move quite a lot and he lets his presence be made. But today he's snoozing. I don't know. Oh, he's looking at me now. He's got one ear up, one ear down. And he's looking at me and saying, you're talking about me again. Yes, I'm talking about you again. Do you know, he's deaf, completely deaf. And yet he knows when I'm either not there or when I'm talking about it. And I don't know how he does it. Instinct, whatever. But the minute I move from one room to the other, I can creep on tiptoes and be as quiet as I want. But I can guarantee I'll turn around, he's behind me. He's a canny little soul. Oh, his eyes are shutting again. He must have decided I'm very unexciting. Right, anyway, that's all I've got to say, really. It's very quiet. I'm hoping that we're having a hangout tonight on Google. I think it's probably just me and Juanita. She's called She Spins on Ravelry. That's about it. Might just be the two of us today. I mean, the last time we had a hangout a fortnight ago, I disgraced myself by completely falling asleep on camera. Yeah, fast asleep. And Juanita and oh, I can't think what the other lady was. Anyway, they were laughing at me. Sharon were laughing at me and saying, you know, Jan, wake up. They said, you were gone to sleep then. And I went, I did, I'm going to have to go now. See, I'm such exciting company. I mean, you all say you feel like you're in my living room with me when I'm chatting. But if you were really in my living room with me chatting, you'd probably find out I'm going, because I've nodded off. I have sleep apnea. And it's been particularly bad this week because, as you know, I had my painkilling injection, which is working wonderfully, thank you very much. It's not taking away the pain completely, but it's very, very manageable, and I think I'm on top of the world because I've never been like this for years. But the thing was, what I did was I just stopped taking my pain medications. I'm forgetting, of course, that I've been on them for 10 years, 12 years. And I'm having all these sort of weird things happening to me, you know. Hot sweats, flashes, everything weird happening. And I was talking to my niece today while she was doing my hair, and she said, you're withdrawing. She said, you can't take a drug, a prescribed drug we're talking, not illegal. You can't take a drug that long and not have withdrawal symptoms. She said, did he taper it off? I said, no. I just took 2 on Monday lunchtime and then I decided I didn't need them anymore. So she said, oh, did they not tell you to, you know, wane them off? I said, no, I never really asked. I said, well, I need any more pain medication. And they said, oh, well, it depends what happens with this injection. Some people it's 2 days they start feeling the difference. Some people 2 weeks they start feeling a difference. Some people not at all. So they said, we can't really say what to do with your pain meds. But they never said wane them off gradually. Never said that. So here I am sleeping really poorly. Waking up in the middle of the night, wringing wet through just like I was when I was in my 50s. Wondering what's going on, sleeping really rough, and I'm attributing it to, I'm a junkie on withdrawal symptoms. Anyway, hopefully. But it's just such a relief not to be in the constant pain. I hate to be a nag and say when I was feeling bad, but I mean, I'm sure you must have seen it in my face some days. There's nothing worse than somebody when you say, how are you? You know, and they launch into this long diatribe about how poorly they are and how much pain they're in and everything. And gradually people start backing away, don't they? And they stop asking, are you okay? You know, my answer was always, well, you know, so, and, you know. Because I lived with my mum. I love my mum dearly, don't get me wrong, but my mum was dramatic. You know, every time she got up off a chair, it was like, oh, ooh. And I used to say to her, does it make you feel any better when you do that, groaning out loud? And I said, well, you don't know what pain I'm in. Well, I do know what pain she's in because I'm in it now. Well, I was in it. But I'd like to think that I can get up gracefully without going, you know, and really peeing everybody else off round. And when we all got to, So unfortunately, sadly, she didn't get the sympathy that she might have deserved because we got all fed up with her. Sorry, Mum, I'm really sorry to say that, but you did. You used to really upset me. So I made a vow when I started to be as ill as I was that I was going to keep it all to myself. Friends can say that they can see it on my face when I'm having a bad day. You know, they say, look, you're having a bad day, we know because we can tell by the look on your face. But that's usually it. I try not to stifle and bite my tongue. When I get up out of the chair, I try not to go, ooh, ooh. Anyway, enough about me woes. What am I doing at the moment? Well, absolutely nothing at the minute. I started something for myself yesterday and it hasn't worked out like I thought it was. I bought a long dress, like I normally love to wear. Scoop neck, long sleeves, plain as they come. But I thought I would pick a cream one for a change. Well, when I come, I thought, no, it just takes all the colour away from it and I look like a ghost in it. So I decided I would make like a crochet, very, very open, over top thing, you know, to go over the top of it, to give myself a bit of colour and to take away from the fact that cream makes you look like that, yeah? I know I am like that, but I don't want cream to make me look like that, yeah? So I've been searching through my patterns and I thought I had plenty of things, but I started one last night and it wasn't coming out all I thought it was. It was too close together, the stitches. I want something that's really open work, you know, so you can actually see the cream underneath. I don't want to disguise the fact it's cream, I just want to take away from the fact it's cream and it doesn't suit me. Might have suited me when I was younger and I had dark hair, but now, no, not now. Anyway, maybe I'll show you something when I've done it, maybe, yeah. Anyway, for now, it's because I'm boring you and I'm boring myself now. So, bye for now.